Here is one of the most disturbing videos that you're going to see about dating in 2026. Now, before we get into this conversation and these video clips, the question I'm going to ask you is, are you dating to date, or are you actually dating in hopes that you find that one person? Now, I want you to comment your thoughts, but I also want you to like and hype the video so that more people can see it. Now, remember, you are on the Confidence and Clarity channel. My name is Bertrand, so let's get into it. Here we go.
I'm 30 years old. Not one of my friends has children. Zero. No one. No one's having kids. Do you know how hard you need to abuse a mammal to make them not have children? like for real. Let's step here back a moment, right?
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, look, GDP goes up. People have have enough food, and whatever. No one's having kids, and this is across the world. This is across both the West, the East, everywhere. It's happening.
Yacht, pool party, Airbnb, club, yacht. I mean,
so there's a thing that happens, especially with even younger than me. Like the kids are like 18 today. There's a huge problem where they don't dance. No one dances. They go to clubs and they don't dance. Yeah. Why is this? Because you get recorded. Yeah. If you're an 18-year-old kid.
That there are people that are dancing, but he is right about them not dancing when they're out in clubs. I will say it would probably be because of the embarrassment or because of the awkwardness, because everybody doesn't have rhythm, because everybody dances to different songs. And depending on the songs that you listen to, that will determine how you dance, because we now live in a society where everyone is doing the same type of dance. Back in the day, we might have done the same type of dance, but a lot of us had a different style of doing it, or we came up with a different style of doing the same dance. That way it looked different. But in today's time, it's about looking the same.
You go to a club, you get recorded. If you approach a girl and you mess it up, you get recorded. Everything is the panopticon now. So if you had to ask me why, my answer is technology. My answer is social media. My answer is AI. My answer is algorithms. Do you know what dating app algorithms do? Do you know how they optimize? They don't optimize you to meet your love of your life. They optimize you to keep coming back to the app. Yeah. And now there's the thing.
And here's the thing. Who are the ones that are going back to the dating apps more? Is it men or is it women? Well, let me just tell you. Women constantly say that the dating pool is full of piss. I keep saying there's more women on the planet than there are men. There's millions more women on the planet than there are men. So if somebody's pissing in the pool, it has to be women. I have to put the blame on women, but let's continue.
That basically we have sold out all of our dating norms, all of our interpersonal norms to tech companies without our consent to optimize their ad algorithm. Right. I think there's a deep thing where we as a society have not dealt with the fact that we have to steward technology responsibly. We have treated technology as a Wild West.
Absolutely.
Just everyone can do whatever they want. Just sell all of our younger generation's dating lives to corporations for profit. And who pays the cost for this? Who has liability? So I think the real problem is that we are, as a society, as a government, the generations that came before me, and also my generation, I don't want to exclude myself from this, but also the generation came before me, just let technology rip. The promise was, if you let technology rip, if you let internet rip, there will be democracy and freedom and happiness and economic growth. And where is that? And I think my generation is
this is actually happening. The economic growth is happening. There are a lot of people, including myself, who are learning stocks, who are learning how to become entrepreneurs, who are becoming entrepreneurs versus working for someone else. Like, there's a lot of things going on, but the one thing he's correct on is the happiness, the being able to have that one person. And you're going to see in the other clips exactly what I'm talking about.
Social media got y'all acting overly peculiar. The moment a Negro says to me, "Oh, I just didn't think I would ever talk to you, or you would ever give me a chance," or "Oh, I never thought you would respond to my DMs." Oh my God, I immediately fear for my life. Those are the worst encounters ever. Avoid all those niggas.
Wait a minute. Now, let's be honest. The reason why we're even paying attention to this woman is because of her breast. and because of her makeup. She looks flawless. Now, why is she so confused about why guys, are struggling to talk to her, or surprised that she opened their DMs and is messaging back with them? But if you notice, the way that she's responding is not the way that invites that person that you're looking for. That's why I asked, are we dating just to date? Meaning, are we just dating to crack? Or are we actually dating to find that person? Well, fellas, you better accept what's going on and adapt. Let's finish this clip.
At all costs. Why is your confidence that low? Stand up, Nathaniel. Stand up. Yuck.
Now, let me answer that question before we move to the next clip. The reason why people's confidence, especially men, the reason why their confidence is so low is because they don't have experience, right? This woman has so much experience that she can't even fathom why you don't have experience. Now, speaking of experience, let's get to the next clip, and then we're going to have this conversation. Now, before we get into this clip, I want you guys to look at this woman and see her. Doesn't she look like an innocent, cute, sexy woman? Well,
how many total situationships in total do you currently have?
So many. I think maybe more than 10.
10?
More than 10.
Okay, so of the 10, more than 10, let's just...
No. She said more than 10. She said way more than 10. Now, that being said, how do you think that this woman is able to pile up all of these situationships? Is it apps? Is it websites? Or is it her being out in the world and being approached by all these men?
Just say 10 for now. How many have you seen in the past month? All of them?
No, I think only 2 or 3. 2 and 3.
What about the past 3 months? Have you seen all 10 of them in the past 3 months?
5.
And then you went on 2 dates this week?
Do you think she's telling you guys the truth? Because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
With different men?
Different men.
And these are brand new men? Like first dates?
I know. I have dated them before.
Why are you looking at me like that?
What?
I don't know if you're mad at me or...
I have a blank stare, sorry.
It wasn't quite...
False. False. Like when you smell something that stinks, you don't have a blank face, but let's continue.
The blank stare, it was like a look of disgust.
Sorry.
But I don't know how long celibate?
Last time is Friday.
And was that with one of the guys you went on a...
Uh-huh.
Did he give you money?
No, but he's way older than me.
He's how old?
37?
What about the other guy you went on a date with? How old is he?
Now, when she says way older, and then she said 37, do you believe that that's the only guy that's way older than her? Or does she not even remember because she has, not half, but she has so many situationships going on?
We have Thursday.
Wait, you had with a different guy on Thursday?
Actually, it's midnight of Wednesday and the morning Thursday.
So morning on Thursday. Uh-huh. And then you had a date on Friday?
Yeah.
And you had with that guy?
Uh-huh.
So that last clip was put in there so you guys can see why men have such low confidence. Because even when you think that you've met a cute and innocent seeming and sounding woman, you realize or you figure out or you hear or you see her say things like this. Like,
so many. I think maybe more than 10.
oh my gosh, like I have way more than 10 situationships. A situationship is what a lot of women, especially the older women, don't want for some reason. And I keep saying, well, why don't you guys want situationships? Because you're not doing things that are going to help you stay in a relationship. In fact, you complain so much that you complain your way out of the relationship, which why? To me, it makes more sense to just have a situationship, because when you have a situationship, you don't have that tragic heartbreak.
Time to pick me up now.
What's going on here?
You don't tell me what the f to do no more, bro. Bro.
Bruh.
Look at this crazy ass man. Stop! Stop! How we chill out, bro? Bro, what the?
But let's get to what the actual guy was saying, right? And he was saying that he's 30 years old and that he doesn't have any children and none of his friends are having children. Now, why is this happening? This is happening because of technology, like he said. But it's also because women are looking at other women and deciding, I want to live that lifestyle. I don't want to live this lifestyle over here with children and one man. I want to live this lifestyle where I get to travel and I get to go out in the world and I have money, or I'm being given money. Now, the Asian woman that we just saw, she is an example of how things are starting to work in today's time. Then we have the light-skinned black woman with the red hair, who's also showing you an example of why men's confidence is low, or why they have a hard time approaching a woman like this. You see a woman like this in person, you may look at her and think to yourself, oh my gosh, she looks perfect, but look at those breasts. The things that a young man is thinking about is not something that she's thinking about, meaning they are not on the same page, because the woman with her breast out, the experience that she has with men, it far outweighs what this young man might have, because he might have just lost his virginity. He might have just figured out how to talk to a woman. He might have just got his first piece of ass. Now, this woman, you can tell based on the way she's dressed, based on the way that she speaks, that she is far from a virgin. Now, I'm not saying that to shame or disrespect either of these women. I'm saying this so that we have an understanding of what's going on, because when men get into relationships, assuming that you can make it that far, you realize, one, this is too expensive. Two, this is too taxing on the mind and on the body. Three, you realize, why would I put myself in this position? This woman clearly is just giving out turns. Both women, they're just giving out turns. And again, I'm not trying to shame these women. I'm just showing you guys what's going on, because things have changed. Now, again, the man who was speaking, he made it seem like technology was a totally bad thing. But the bad thing about it is it ruined relationships, because when women see other women, they become jealous. For instance, the whole situation with Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson is crazy to me, because Meg Thee Stallion is using Klay Thompson because he's the nice guy. She's looking to destroy his image just to build hers up, just so that she's able to maybe possibly sell more records or make different songs that people can believe in, because now she's relatable to them, because she supposedly got done wrong by a nice guy. Again, misuse of technology, or the using of technology to give a certain narrative. This is also the reason why women don't want to have children, because they realize if they have children, they're not going to be able to go on as many trips, because somebody has to actually raise the child, right? Because one thing that I've seen on dating apps and in real life is when I run into a woman and she has a child, and that child is anywhere from just being born to under 2 years old, I'm like, man, that is a red flag to me, right? The reason it's a red flag is because if you think you can take this woman serious and she has a 2-year-old or a baby that is even younger than 2 years old, how much time do you think you're going to actually be able to get with that woman? Because that baby is going to demand time from that woman that you won't be able to get from that woman, meaning she has to prioritize that baby with another man over her time with you. Now, shout out to all the women who prioritize a man and prioritize the right man, and they go off and live happily ever after. Shout out to those women. Shout out to those boss babes. But we're talking about the entire world, the general public, what's really going on, because I've listened to my nephews and I've seen other younger men and I've seen some of my clients who tell me about their dating lives, and it's nothing like what I experienced when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager, we didn't have social media, right? We had the internet, and Black Planet and MySpace were just now coming into the fold. But what they have now, the young women, the young girls have access to the world that has only been possible within the past couple years, which means if that young man is trying to date that young woman, he won't be able to compete with the older guy, because the older guy is going to be more established and should have more money. This is why here on my channel, I tell you guys, work your way into becoming a fractioner. Work your way, find your way, whatever it is. I just said some people are getting into stocks and day trading. This is not financial advice, but this is just something to help you jog or get your mind going. Some people are becoming entrepreneurs, or should I say a lot of people are becoming entrepreneurs. Now, both roads are hard, but both roads have to be mastered if you actually want to date, because women want to go on expensive dates. They want you to plan out a date that is expensive. And guess what? You probably don't have the money for it. Now, again, this is technology. This is why I say it's hard to trust a woman who has a smartphone, because there's so much that she can hide from you. I mean, think about the Asian woman. She says she has way more than 10 situationships. Now, if you just look at other women, you're going to notice that they also have the same thing. But what tends to happen with those women is they end up in a situationship that give them the main guy they want the ultimatum. Hey, I want a relationship, or what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? When a woman gives you that ultimatum, that means some other guy, right? Option 3, 4, 5, right? Not 1 or 2. Option 3, 4, 5 are putting pressure on her, and she may think she wants to be in a relationship. Now, I have a question for you. What do you think? Comment your thoughts under this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, please remember to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for more confidence and clarity, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.